remembering those that perished on the sinking of the RMS Titanic on April 15, 1912. The information provided was obtained and used from findagrave.com. This video contains employees listed by job title. The remaining employees will follow shortly. Able Seaman. Thomas Henry Bradley, age 28, born in England. His body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is George James Clench, age 30, born in England. His monthly wages were £5 or $24.30. George's brother was also on board and survived the sinking. His body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Frank Couch, age 27, born in England. His body was recovered by the Mackay Bennett and listed as number 253. Frank was buried in Canada. He is remembered on the family headstone in England. The next victim is Stephen James Davis, age 39, born in England. He received monthly wages of £5 or $24.30. Stephen perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. His brother also perished in the sinking. The next victim is Harry Holman, age 28, born in England. He was married and he received £5 a month in wages or $24.30. Harry perished in the sinking. The next victim is William Henry Lyons, age 25, born in Ireland. His monthly income was £5 or $24.30. During the sinking, William was one of the several crew men who jumped overboard and swam towards a nearby lifeboat. He was hauled into the lifeboat by other occupants and later lost consciousness. William was then brought on board the Carpathia but was pronounced dead several hours later. He was buried at sea on April 16, 1912. William's cenotaph is located in Ireland. The next victim is David Matherson, age 33, born in Scotland. He perished in the sinking and his body was recovered by the Mackay Bennett and listed as number 192. David was buried in Canada. The next victim is William Smith, age 25, born in England. His monthly income was £5 or $24.30. William perished in the sinking. The next victim is Charles William Frederick Taylor, age 35, born in England. He perished in the sinking and his body was never recovered. The next victim is Bertram Terrell, age 18, born in England. His monthly income was £5 or $24.30. Bertram's brother also was aboard the Titanic. His brother survived the sinking, but Bertram did not. Their mother passed away 6 months earlier. The next victim is Carpenter, joiner. John Hall Hutchinson, age 27, born in England. During the voyage, he made acquaintance with a passenger who had expensive poultry on board. John took her daily to check on the chickens. She tipped him with gold coins. John may have been the carpenter who rushed onto the bridge to inform the captain that the forward compartments were flooding fast. John perished in the sinking. His cenotaph is located in England. John had one brother and he perished 4 years later on another ship during battle. The next victim is John Maxwell, age 29, born in England. He was one of the party of the crew that went out to inspect the damage caused by the iceberg. John perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. His cenotaph is located in England. John is remembered on his father's headstone. His wife passed away in November from typhoid and tuberculosis, leaving their daughter an orphan at 18 months old. John is also remembered on his wife's headstone as well. The next victim is electrician. Alfred Samuel Alsop, age 35, born in England. He was a second electrician on the Titanic. Alfred perished in the sinking. He was married and had one child. Alfred is commemorated on the Engineers Memorial in England. The next victim is Albert George Irvine, age 18, born in Ireland. He was the youngest member of the Titanic engine room staff. Albert perished in the sinking. His body, if recovered, was never identified. Albert is commemorated on the Engineers Memorial in England. The next victim is Herbert Jupe, age 30, born in England. He was a single gentleman. Herbert perished in the sinking and his body was recovered by the Atlantic and listed as number 73. He was buried at sea. Herbert is commemorated on the Engineers Memorial in England. The next victim is William Patrick Kelly, age 23, born in Scotland. He was an assistant electrician, and this was his first ocean voyage. William perished in the sinking. The next victim is Alfred Peary Middleton, age 27, born in Ireland. He was an assistant electrician. Alfred perished in the sinking. He is commemorated on the Engineers Memorial. The next victim is Peter Sloane, age 31, born in England. He was on the Baltic when it collided with the Republic. Peter was promoted to chief electrician and was on the Olympic when it collided with the cruiser Hawke. Peter was married and had no children. His body was never recovered. Peter's cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is Ennis Hastings Watson, age 18, born in Ireland. He joined the Titanic as a member of the 9 Strong group. Ennis was an apprentice electrician. His body was never recovered. Ennis's cenotaph is located in Ireland. The next victim is plumber Francis Parkes, age 21, born in Ireland. He was an apprentice plumber and was a member of the Guarantee Group. Francis perished in the sinking. His body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Arthur John Rouse, age 25, born in England. He was single and he perished in the sinking. He is commemorated on the Engineers Memorial. Arthur's cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is postal clerk William Logan Gwynn, age 36, born in New York. He served in the Spanish-American War. He was married and had children. William worked for the United States Postal Service before being selected to serve as a sea postal clerk. His wife got gravely ill and he was initially scheduled to come home on a later ship, but transferred to the Titanic. He perished in the sinking and his body was never recovered. William's cenotaph is located in New York. The next victim is John Starr March, age 50, born in New York. He was a United States Sea Post clerk. John was recovered by the Mackay Bennett and listed as number 225. His pocket watch was found on him, and it stopped precisely at 1:27. A picture of his calling card is attached. It is from when he was a member of the Monhagen Hose Company 1 of the Middletown Fire Department in 1880. John was buried in New Jersey. The next victim is John Richard Yago Smith, age 35, born in England. He was a British postal clerk. John perished in the sinking. A plaque is located in a church memorializing him by the Postal and Telegraph Services. John's cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is James Bertram Williamson, age 35, born in Ireland. His ambition had long been to serve as a postman on the seas. James perished in the sinking. There is a memorial plaque to him inside a church in Dublin. James's cenotaph is located in Ireland. The next victim is Oscar Scott Woody, age 41, born in North Carolina. For 15 years, he worked on the railroad mail clerk on trains, then transferring to a sea postal clerk. Oscar was only married 13 days when he received travel orders to board the Titanic. He perished in the sinking and his body was recovered by the McKay Bennett and listed as number 167. Oscar was found still wearing his life preserver and was identified by a letter to his wife that he had on him. His pocket watch, keychain with 3 keys to the mail room, a letter assigning him to the Titanic and mail routing slips were also found. Oscar also had 2 fountain pens, cufflinks with Masonic symbol, a Masonic pocket knife and 2 Masonic Lodge due cards. He was buried at sea on April 24, 1912, and his effects were returned back to his wife. Oscar died on his birthday. President George W. Bush signed a bill to designate the Roxborough Post Office as the Oscar Scott Woody Post Office Building. It is the only post office to be named after an employee. The next victim is Purser. Reginald Lomond Barker, age 41, born in England. He was a second purser, first class. Reginald received £15 per month or $73. Reginald perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. He is remembered on a brass plaque at a church. Reginald's cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is Chief Hugh Walter McElroy, age 37, born in England. He was the chief purser for the Titanic. This is his last photo taken of him. Hugh's body was recovered by the McKay Bennett and listed as number 157 and was buried at sea. He was identified by a letter to his sister that was found on him. Hugh had dark hair and was wearing a white ship's uniform, white jacket and had the ship's keys on him. Also found were 10 pence, 50 cents, and a fountain pen. Hugh's cenotaph is located in England, on the family twin graves. The next victim is stenographer. George Frederick Turner, age 41, born in England. He was the ship's stenographer. George perished in the sinking. His cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is storekeeper. Alfred Charles Foster, age 36, born in England. His body was never recovered or identified. Alfred's cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is August Kensler, age 43, born in England. His monthly income was £7 or $34.10. August perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Edgar Michael Kieran, age 34, born in Ireland. His monthly income was £3 or $14.60. Edgar jumped from the stern and his body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Charles Frederick Morgan, age 43, born in England. He was married and his occupation was listed as an assistant storekeeper. Charles perished in the sinking and his body was never recovered. His cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is Charles Thomas Newman, age 32, born in England. His monthly income was £6 or $28.80. Charles's body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Edward Parsons, age 37, born in England. He was married and had 5 children. Edward perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Walter John Phillips, age 36, born in England. He was the storekeeper for the A la carte restaurant, and was paid by Mr. Gaddy. Walter perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Cyril Gordon Ricks, age 21, born in England. He was single and his occupation was listed as a shipping storekeeper. Cyril's monthly income was £3 or $14.60. He jumped from the Titanic, hitting some floating wreckage, and was unconscious. Cyril perished a short time later. His body was recovered by the McKay Bennett and listed as number 100, and was buried at sea. Cyril's hair was fair and was wearing a steward's uniform. Effects found on him were keys marked Superior Stewards, a pocketbook with initials CGR. Cyril is remembered on the family headstone in England. The next victim is Edward James William Rogers, age 31, born in England. He was an assistant storekeeper. Edward perished in the sinking and his body was recovered by the Mackay Bennett and listed as number 282. He was buried on May 8, 1912, in Canada. Edward's sister passed away 4 months earlier. The next victim is Henry Rudd, age 24, born in England. His monthly income was £6 or $29.20. Henry perished in the sinking and his body was not positively identified for many years. It was almost certain that he was recovered by the Mackay Bennett and listed as number 86. There is a road named after him in Southampton. The next victim is Herbert Henry Thompson, age 25, born in England. His monthly income was £4 or $19.50. Herbert perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. The next victim is Arthur John Williams, age 41, born in England. His monthly income was £3 or $14.60. Arthur perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. His cenotaph is located in England. The next victim is Surgeon Dr. William Francis Norman O'Loughlin, age 62, born in Ireland. His final wish was to be buried at sea. William's friends established a pathological laboratory in his memory at St. Vincent's Hospital in New York City. The next victim is Dr. John Edward Simpson Jr., age 37, born in Ireland. He was married and had 1 child. John's monthly wages would be £9 or $43.80 as an assistant surgeon. He perished in the sinking and his body, if recovered, was never identified. John is remembered on the family grave in Ireland and a brass plaque at the Royal Belfast Academical Institution. His estate was worth £181 or $881 and was administered to a merchant, a medical doctor and a clerk. The next victim is Telegraphist John George Phillips, age 25, born in England. He was always known as Jack. The day after the maiden voyage began, Jack celebrated his birthday. Jack was the senior wireless operator on the Titanic. He was given orders from Captain Smith to send out a distress signal. Jack made it to a lifeboat, but then slid into the ocean again and died. His body was never recovered. There is a memorial tablet in his memory inside a church, where he sang in the choir. If you like this content, please consider liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel at MeTime806. Thank you very much.